Back again with another review. This time I'm looking at the RovyVon A3 Pro. Both of these samples were sent in via the company for a review. I have the neutral white and I have the cool white. So what I'll do is my usual unboxing just to have a bit of a look at the packaging, and then we'll take a closer look at the torches and discuss some of the areas later on. We have the user guide, just basic printed manual. I'll put that on screen later on for you. There's your warranty card, a micro to type A USB cable, and they also give you a wrist strap, which is unusual for a torch of this size. There's a split ring, quite a large one, perhaps a bit bigger than I would normally see. Also got a stainless steel clip that's included, and that's another sort of bonus item that we don't normally see with these keychain or keyring lights. Moving on to the torches, a close look at them. Sizes and dimensions are on the screen. They are a little bit bigger than the standard size ones that I've looked at, though not hugely. I'll show you some comparisons later on. The cool white emitter, that one is actually a bit lighter on the desert tan colour. I'm not sure if you can notice, but the bezels are actually a slightly different shade to the rest of the body. And there's the switch. This is sort of a plastic cover. It's a flexible plastic as opposed to rubber, and it feels fine. It does need a decent amount of pressure to get that to activate. Close up on the LEDs, you can see the textured reflector. And now I'm going to show you the micro USB port, because this part is quite important really. It's a little bit on the fiddly side, to be honest, to get that port cover to go back in. I find it quite tricky. The other point is that little tab. If that's sticking up, that means you can accidentally flip it open. So you have to make sure that that's pushed down fully so that it doesn't stick up too much. I'll just show you the clip now attaching that. Choice of two directions, up or down. Interesting that they've included that, because this could be quite useful to have, perhaps if you've got it in your pocket or even in a shirt pocket, and it's quite firm, it doesn't come off easily. You could also clip it onto a hat if you want to, so it could be a work light. Move on to the user interface now. When it's off, just push and hold, and that takes you to your momentary high mode, and that stays on as long as it's held in. When it's off, double press turns on, and it remembers the last mode only if it's on for 3 minutes or more. Bit different to a lot of torches which tend to remember the last mode instantly. This one has to be left on for longer. Then it's just your single press to cycle through the 4 power levels. Get to your strobe, triple press on or off, then a single press will switch off the torch. Nice and simple UI, very easy to work out and pick up. I've put the user guide on screen. It is quite a basic small user guide, but I've put it up there for you to have a look. This chart here shows the output from the two of them, and you'll notice that the cool white has a higher output. LED on the side switch, that does have a couple of indicators: red low battery, pulsing blue charging, and it goes to a solid blue when it's finished. Charging time for this was around about an hour and a half, and it came in at 325 milliamp hour. Quick size comparison with the TIKI and the Mini one, just to give you an idea on sizes. As you can see, a bit larger. Start off on the Phoenix E16, that has a 700 lumen output. Bit more range on that torch than a lot of the 16340s. Next up, the cool white at 700 lumens. You can see it's quite a floody spread out beam compared to the Phoenix. Moving on to the neutral white, you will notice the output isn't quite as bright, particularly at the edges. Nitecore TIKI, that's 300 lumens, so noticeable drop compared to the other two. And the JETBeam, this is the Mini One SC, 500 lumens, but it does drop its output quite quickly in the highest level. Just have a quick look at the tints. You can see there is quite a big difference between these two, and there is a bit of a tint shift on this LED with both of them, perhaps a little bit more noticeable on the cool white emitter. A few more beam shots now and a bit of music, then I'll give you my summary right at the end of the video. Personally, I prefer the output from the neutral white, but according to the manufacturer, the cool white sells much higher quantities, but I am pleased they included a choice of the neutral white. Here's my review summary. The main points to improve really would be the jump from low to medium and the Type-C. That would be a better connector in my opinion than the micro USB. And I found the port cover was a little bit on the fiddly side. I think that could be improved. On the upside though, I do like the output on these. You've got a higher capacity battery and you've got a pretty good little bundle included, including that clip and the wrist strap. As usual, got any thoughts or questions on these, do drop me a comment below, and thanks for watching.